Sorry.
Girl is on
What-
fire.
You're so funny.
Girl is on fire.
Aw, thank you. How are you? It's good to see your face.
Oh my goodness, you too. You had to have that introduction, of course, because you are on fire.
I don't feel like that every day, especially right now, but I appreciate it.
I know.
Encouragement.
I'm giving you permission to be
Okay.
on fire.
All
but
right,
not
all right.
So I was just telling everybody who's starting to join us now, I'm so glad we finally got this connection. Beth is an international global event planner, and she has had her own business for 15 years. You clearly have your own unique style, and you've carved this incredible niche out for yourself with your obsessive attention to detail. And she's been named top planner by Harper's Bazaar, Martha Stewart, Brides, Elle, Travel and Leisure. The list goes on and on and on and on.
Awkward.
And I see you as this like this quiet yet powerful fairy.
Oh, that was really, when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's so kind. Yeah, I try to, I'm not quiet. I actually talk quite a bit, but yeah, I stay quiet in the industry, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, how have you been?
I'm really good, thank you. And I wanted to do the show because I want people to know amazing people like you. I mean, everybody knows who you are anyway, but it's I just think you're so incredible. And because you don't go to all the networking events, I don't get to hang out with you and chat with you and get to know you and your business. And so I thought this would be a great way to talk to you.
That's true. I'm a little introverted, but I do use your dog sitter, so I keep thinking.
Oh, good.
Run into you there, but I don't. But yeah, I mean, our paths miss each other all the time. But I'm excited to be here and chat with you a little bit.
Thank you so much. How are you dealing with this whole pandemic? How is it? Because you do events, around the world. How is this affecting you?
So. It's stressful, obviously. It's stressful just because it's unpredictable. We're planners. We plan for everything. We like to control. Fortunately, good and bad, I don't work with that many couples each year. So this is right now only affecting one of my couples.
Right.
I have, which is terrible, but they got on board really quickly. We've been able to come up with solutions for them very quickly. And of course, I have a handful of nervous couples in the wings.
Yes.
Internally, we're full steam ahead. I mean, I have a team of 5 women who work with me. And so we're just staying busy and trying to get ahead of the game and hope this blows over sooner rather than later. But yeah, just kind of doing what we can and going from there.
Yeah, it is a good time, isn't it, to actually, work on the weddings that are further out, gives us time. But also the ones that are being postponed, there's a lot of work that we have to do to bring those people up to speed with the new contracts and things.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of, crisis work, if you will. And we're already preemptively talking to any couples that are not planning to postpone, but, they just want to know what their options are. So we're having all of those conversations with their vendors. If this does go into July or whatever, how does that impact their contracts? So it's just a lot of, crisis management, if you will.
It is. It really is crisis management, isn't it? And and because we don't know, we just, we're just doing it as the best that we can to give knowledge to our clients and make them feel safe. I feel like we have to make them feel safe during this time and everyone be kind to each other and know that we've got them. Yeah. What do you see going forward with like large gatherings? I mean, what is the average sort of guest size for you when you do like a destination wedding? Do you think that people are going to be a little wary going forward? What do you think?
Sorry. There.
Oh, she's paused. That's okay. There we go. She's back.
Okay. I have no idea. I would be lying if I said I knew. I mean, what I want to happen is I want people to take this downtime, enjoy it for what it is, and then just be really ready to rally and party hard and celebrate when all of this is said and done. And, for the couple that we moved their wedding about 6 months forward, and their guests are so supportive and they're like, we're going to be there no matter what.
Great.
But people are afraid to stand 6 feet from each other. So like, I don't know. I imagine there's going to be a handful of people that are really going to be there and in it and ready and excited to go. And there's going to be people who won't hug the couple, you know? And so I think it creates a really awkward time for us, but I wish I knew, but I don't.
I know it's hard, isn't it? I have one wedding in June that's holding tight. We're holding, you know, hoping and praying, but you know, and RSVPs are coming into the wedding, and we're getting a great deal of RSVPs, which is great, and only a few that won't fly because of the, you know, the COVID-19.
Okay. Are they driving or no?
No, they're all destination coming from Miami to, to Los Angeles. So it's interesting to see that people do and are coming, which is fantastic. But you know, I was talking to Sean Lowe the other day, the incredible Sean Lowe. We were saying, you know, how does this going to affect like the Indian weddings that have 500 people gathering? You know, the answer is we don't know. So, but we hope to God that people, you know, I said, should we have hand sanitizers in the corners of the room and make it look pretty? You know, beautiful masks that match the you know, the theme.
Like rebranded and masks with like a custom pattern on it. I'm not really interested in getting into that, but that's what we have to do, obviously, to make our guests comfortable and all of that. I hope that there's some news that comes out and there's innovation that comes out and things like that help people feel safe in attending the wedding, right? That's what I hope. I know that the weddings are going to happen again. I hope that lots of great, amazing, healing things happen where people feel safe to be guests at weddings. So I just hope we don't feel the trickle down from that. Yeah. That would be sad for the couples for sure.
It would. Yeah. It would be totally sad. How are you coping with the stress through all of this? Do you manage, well, obviously you're an event planner. You obviously manage stress well because our jobs are extremely stressful. One of the top 5 stressful jobs that we have. How are you coping with it all? Are you able to remain calm through this?
I'm pretty calm. I mean, I function on a regular basis with a low level of anxiety at all times. And when you said this girl was on fire, you know, that little dog in the room where the room's on fire and he's like, this is fine, everything's fine. I mean, that's kind of how I work as a general life, but I'm doing okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm really trying hard to focus on what's going right. I'm really excited to work on things that I've not had time to work on. My team and I have this little practice where we look for like little miracles that are happening in the world just so we can kind of not focus on everything negative. That it's really, you know, we all have access to everything that's terrible happening. And I'm not trying to stay in denial about it, but I also don't, I already know it's bad. Like I don't need it to be bombarded over my head. So, I mean, that's what I need to stay mentally well, is just to kind of be grateful, look for the positives, look for the miracles that are coming out of all of this, and doing the best to take care of our couples. I mean, I think that as planners, whether people realize it or not, we do put other people before ourselves, and so I'm kind of sinking back into that normal habit where I'm just like, okay, I've got to take care of my team. I need to make sure they feel safe in their employment. I need to make sure my clients feel safe or whatever gets in the way, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, we are the orchestra, aren't we? On the Titanic, just keeps playing.
Yeah,
till the ship goes down.
I'm not on the Titanic. I'm not visualizing that.
No, good idea.
But I'm not participating in that visualization. We are not the Titanic.
No,
but it's similar. It's similar.
You know what I mean?
I do. 100%. Yeah.
We're going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But I would love to know, how did you get started in this business? I had no plan or even awareness that a job like this existed. I'm from a really small town. This job actually doesn't exist where I'm from. I was in the nonprofit world for a little bit doing events. I was making, honestly, $27,000 a year. I couldn't pay my bills. Someone I met in that organization owned a home where they did private estates, and they did weddings at private estates, and I needed a weekend job. So I did day of coordination on the weekends at their estate. I was an on-site coordinator, and I fell in love with it pretty immediately. Like within 2 events, so I was like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do. I think you know when you know, right, with this business. You know whether you're cut out for it or you're like,
Yeah, I definitely like thrived in everything that was happening. I was in love with like florals and design, and I'm really into photography and obviously customer service and couples and love, and all of it just kind of culminated into these things, culminated all my interests into this one career. And so it was perfect for me almost immediately. But yeah, and then I started pursuing it as a career. I was a wedding planner at a hotel in Maui.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, hang on. Hold tight, everybody. There she is.
I feel like that's
She's back.
my fault.
That's okay. So you're in Maui. How long did you live in Hawaii for?
I lived in Hawaii for about 2.5, 3 years. That's where I started my business, actually. I was a wedding planner at a resort. I started my business there. Personal reasons brought me to LA. And so I moved to LA while still kind of wrapping up some of my clients in Hawaii. And yeah, that was 13 years ago. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Wow.
Yep.
Gosh. Yeah. Hawaii is incredible. I mean, that's just one of my favorite places, thanks to my bestie who has a house there. Yeah. So for you, going back to doing weddings in Hawaii and destination is, you're so used to that. What with destinations, what is the hardest thing for you when you do a destination, and what is something that you absolutely love when you do a destination?
I think the hardest thing is working and navigating navigating the local culture and the local wedding industry and the vendors. Not all of them are that thrilled that the couple has chosen to bring someone in from the outside. It can feel offensive to them.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of don't, and that's not across the board. I mean, some.
Oh, we have a little technical issue here. There she is.
There's probably a way to stop phone calls, but I keep getting phone calls.
Well, that's good. That's a good sign. Business is booming at Beth Helmstetter events.
But where was I?
Yeah, so when you do a destination wedding, sometimes it's hard to be accepted when you go to these different locations.
And some destinations embrace me. We're working in Seville right now. I have an amazing planner there that's supporting me through the process. And so I've got the inside track.
I was going to ask you that about, because of the language barrier, because I know when I did a wedding in Germany, I came up against that. And so I partnered with an incredible wedding planner from Coda Weddings there. Is that how you do it as well?
100%. We hire what we call a local specialist, and we bring them on to just kind of be our eyes and ears on the ground, which has been really important and valuable right now.
Yes.
With businesses not functioning and things like that. And then they just kind of help us, help vendors treat us right, help vendors feel accountable to us. My favorite thing is obviously, I see places that I didn't even know existed when I was a kid. Like, I wouldn't even known to dream to go to some of these destinations. And I find myself there and I'm just like, how did this happen? And so that's probably the best thing. And then we get to create these